Now see, because this is a small bathroom, I can kind of flip stuff around and take a little bit of extra time, because that's all my project's going to be, is painting this little bathroom. And all I've got to do is concentrate on a small section of the walls. I'm not going to worry about cutting in the ceiling today, cutting in any walls or around the door frame. I'm only concerned about getting paint on the walls, okay? And if that's all I get done today, that's all I get done today. I'm not in that big of a rush, okay? So on the ceiling from before, I ran my paint frame sideways. As long as you don't get any paint on the edge of that, you can just run it along there. And that's what I did at the ceiling. I've got about a 3/4 inch gap all the way around the ceiling I'm going to have to cut in. And for the walls, you know, I could get up here and I could do that around this whole thing if I want, just getting up here on my little ladder and, you know, just run it across here. I can't really do that along where the tile is because the tile doesn't stick out far enough. But I could do that instead of this way. If you do it this way, you can only get so close before you start tagging this. You can do it like this. I could close my eyes and paint this knowing that I've got about a 3/4 inch gap there. The other thing I can do is, if I have it on my paint extension, I go up there and then just try to go up as close as I can, you know, without hitting the ceiling. And it makes it kind of difficult if you have a 9-inch paint frame and a 9-inch roller cover, you know, and if it's a 3/4 inch nap or 1 inch nap or something like that on the roller cover, it makes it really difficult to get up there without hitting the ceiling. I don't really want to hit the ceiling. So see, I'm pretty good this way, and I could do it that way if I want. Okay, so either way, I could do it like that. And then, you know, I've got to do around the cabinet. The cabinet, I can do it the same way around the cabinet. You know, down on the edge of the cabinet, over in there, and I could just put it up sideways. I just have to make sure not to get any paint on this frame. If you're not watching it when you're dipping your paint, you can get this in there. So, you know, lots of times painters, they just paint out of a 5-gallon bucket, and they'll put a little bit of finished paint in there, and then you dip your roller in there with the paint frame and all that. But now, of course, you're going to be getting paint on this edge, and now you can't use that edge to run, you know, right along. See, I could run right along the edge there too. See, if I just keep the paint off of here. If I see a little paint on there, I can take a rag or a cloth or a paper towel and wipe it off so I don't get it on this edge. And I can virtually do that around there. I can even do it around the toilet if I want, you know, without hitting it. Make sure you have your toilet cover off too. And so I'm gonna do that around the walls and stuff. And then when I get up to the tile, it's all about freehand. As I'm putting it up there, I'm just going to go slow as I go. I'll do most of the rolling over here, so I don't get too much paint on the end of the roller, and then I can do that, you know, as close as you know, a 1/2 inch or 3/4 away from that. And then if I wanted to, before I start painting. And you know, if you've never done it, if you're afraid that you're going to get some paint on there, you can take some masking tape, and you can run it along here, and just run it on the wall, you know, a 1/4 inch or so. You don't have to be perfect right now. I don't really care. I'm not gonna do this lined up exactly right now. I will do that when I cut in using a paintbrush, but I'm only talking about hey, I just want to blow and go and get these walls done. I don't want to have to spend too much time getting all my masking tape exactly perfect where the grout line is and all that kind of stuff. I can hold it on the wall a 1/4 inch if I want, like that, and run tape up there if I want to do that, so that when I get up here, I know I'm not going to hit anything at all. But I'm not going to do that. I think I'm good enough without having to do that. And see, on here, if I get paint on there, if I forget to wipe all that stuff off, I won't be able to do it that way, or else I'm going to get paint all over this. If you get paint on there, if you got a damp sponge, you can wipe it off. Okay, or you can use your masking tape again. Just hold it up on the sheetrock a little bit if you want, you know, and just leave it like that. And like I say, I'm not gonna mask this off perfect right now. I could mask it off perfect right now if I really, truly wanted to do that. I could do that right now, but because I'm not gonna do any of the cut-in today, it's getting late in the afternoon and all that. I just want to get the walls done, and then I'm going to spend some time putting the masking tape on and doing all that around the baseboard, around the tile, around the cabinet, all that kind of stuff, so that I can get it nice. But for right now, I don't have to do that. But I could still just leave this up here, you know. However, as I'm painting, I'm going to get the little droplets coming down, and that's why I got the craft paper on the counters. I got the craft paper down on the floor. I got the craft paper over the toilet seat. I ended up putting craft paper down in the tub when I was doing the ceiling. But see, I'm not going to be getting in there to do the wall now, am I? Because the tile goes all the way up to the ceiling. If the tile didn't go all the way up to the ceiling, if there was a wall section there, let's say you're doing something like this and there's no shower and there's just a bathtub, let's say, and the tile only goes up yay far, then I would put skin that with masking tape all the way around the edge, have the craft paper down in the bottom to get all the little droplets of paint. You'd be surprised that you will get droplets. This is with putting 2 coats of paint on the ceiling. Okay, see all those small tiny droplets? That's what you're going to get. Okay, and that's what's going to come down from this painting the wall today. So if you want to put, if I want to put masking tape, in fact, let me just I can just put masking tape right on this. I don't like to waste my masking tape, but see, I can do it and run just boom boom and be done with it. Or, like I said, I can leave it, wipe that off with a sponge with that when I get done. You know what? I'm gonna do that when I get done. And then if you forget before you start cutting in, or after you get done cutting in, if you got the paint droplets on there, maybe it doesn't come off as easily with a sponge, a scouring pad, and maybe you just have to use your little razor blade. It'll come off of that, and you'll be able to see it because it's a dark countertop. I'm not going to do anything with that, okay? What else do I need to do before getting the paint out? Well, I know I need to take these 2 cover plates off. I'll take the cover plates off, put masking tape over the switch there. I mean, and if I really wanted to, just for right now, I could take a piece of masking tape and just do this from here to there, because I know I could just do that and be done with it, you know, like that. And then put a little piece there. At least when the paint comes down and the droplets come down, it's not going to get all over the switch. Because the only bit of wall right here I can do with the roller is right here. Hardly anything. And right like that. You know what I mean? So if you wanted to leave this up and just do that and put the piece over there and let it stick over and let it just kind of hang out like that, you could do that if you want. But I'm gonna take the cover plates off. Okay, and then the only other thing I'm gonna do before I get into the paint, see that that water valve for the toilet. See how when they installed that, they installed a rather long piece. They could have installed a smaller one or something, and it's got a little bit of a flex, and it's getting ready to hit the wall there. I could put some masking tape on the back side of that, you know, and do it that way, or I can hold that out. I can hold that out with my hand and get underneath there and go as far as I can with my roller. And maybe I'll end up doing that. And see, I'll just get around here with my roller as close as I can, and I'll do everything right here. I'll just do it without the painter extension pull on there. And I'll just get as far as I can with the roller cover, and that's it. You see what I mean? I don't really have to do too much. I'll put a couple pieces of masking tape here and there, and that's pretty much it. Because I'm good enough to where I'm not going to be tagging that. I'm not going to be tagging the ceiling. I'm not going to be tagging the door casing. I'm not going to be tagging the top edge of the cabinet here where the backsplash is. Okay, and so I really don't have to do much. If anything, the only thing I'm going to do, like I say, is I'm going to take those cover plates off, and then I'll probably put some masking tape over these switches and the plug, and be ready to go. Okay. All right. So now I'm getting ready to get into the paint. I'm going to talk about that very briefly, so stick around. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos, and I hope you're enjoying these videos. These videos are for the beginner and maybe for the intermediate. Hey, if you're better than intermediate, I'm not quite sure why you're watching these videos at all, because you wouldn't need to watch anybody's videos. But if you're watching, chances are you're a beginner. Chances are you want to know how to save money at home, and chances are, and I hope, these videos are assisting you with saving money around the house. Hey, I got all kinds of topics on my channel. All you have to do is, once you're on my YouTube channel anywhere, just go to the main page, my main channel page, and then you'll see on there, find playlists. Click on playlists and scroll through the many topics I have on my channel. I got over 50 topics, how-to DIY topics that will save you money around the house. Look through those and see if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think I am. Most of them I try to do all on my own. That way you can know that, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. And that's why I take the extra time explaining different things that some video guys, they don't explain like I do. Well, the majority of them don't. I know that for sure. But if you're liking the videos, hey, once you see one video, you can be rest assured that I'm going to be explaining things on my next videos as well. Okay, keep watching and save your money.